Hello AOS fans, it's me Pete. I'm back with another deck video. I've done these for a while because we've been waiting for Beastgrave and now it has arrived. So what am I playing? Well, obviously you've already seen from the title, I'm going to be playing Grashrak's Despoilers and I'm not sure how I want to play them right now. So right now I'm trying a little bit of magic, a little bit of way, a little bit woo. Going to try and see if I can get Grashrak to be doing something on the field with some zippy zapping, because I just figured I'd give them a try. We've got a much cut down deck of options, so I figured I'd just try my luck and see what we get. So what have I picked? Well, first card I picked is Branching Fates, instant scorecard, fairly easy to score, roll 3 dice, get different results. Should be relatively easy if everybody can get inspired, because quite a few of them throw 3 dice once they're inspired, so that should help me out. The second one is Calculate Risk, must have with these guys. Some of them were born to die very literally, and this one will help me out. Then Keep Chopping. I've got a lot of range on several of my guys with their bows, and I'm going to probably try and get in there and do a bit of chopping anyway, so I might as well keep doing it whilst I'm doing it. Get 4 attacks, get 2 glory in the end phase. Should be relatively easy to pull off. The next one, Martyred, see Calculate Risk. These guys are born to die, and they do die very easily, so I may as well get a glory for that. And then have Tactical Supremacy 1 and 4, and 2 and 5. These guys do have a few objective grabbing objectives in their deck, so I might as well capitalise on that. And I think both of these cards become a little bit easier to score with the number of bodies that will be running around. Next one is Shortcut, pretty much a must have with Korshik and his special ability, so that one is in there and it's an instant score. And then Warning Shot. Whilst my guys do have ranged attacks, they suck at them, so I'm probably going to miss at some point, might as well get some glory for that. Then Conquerors, scoring an end phase if you hold 1 or more objectives in the enemy territory. Well, I'm probably going to be running across the field, so I might as well try and grab some objectives on the way. Then Despoilers, score immediately after an activation if you hold 3 or more objectives. Well, I've got some moving cards in here, so all I've got to do is shove people onto objectives the first time around. Second time around, just make a random move, maybe a charge, something like that. Get onto 3 objectives, score 2 glory immediately. Very nice. I do like this card, and I do like the way it's going for the whole game. It's suggesting that there's going to be a lot more objective grabbing meta in there, and I'm all for that. Then Survival of the Fittest. It's a duel, but it's an easy duel. Have 1 surviving fighter and 5 or more fighters overall dead. Garrick's Reeves have one a bit like this, but it's just 5 fighters dead. This one, very similar. Maybe slightly hard to score, but not much. And also 2 glory. Very nice. And the last one is Supremacy. Yes, this is starting to make a bit more of an appearance in my decks again. The number of bodies I've got and the speed that I've got, this should be fairly easy to score. So those are my objectives to help me score all that glorious glory. And what am I going to use to help me score it? Well, these are my Gambits. The first one is Baffling Illusion, which I think is quite a funky one. You play it, and then the first time a fighter would make a move in the next activation, they scatter, effectively. It could be handy if I jumped on a load of objectives and I don't want Robin coming after me and battering me. It might put him off attacking, or it might just stop him a little bit longer. Then Ephemeral Form. Whoever in the next activation gets attacked has 2 dodge. Thank you very much, that'll make them a little bit more survivable, because most of them only roll 1 dodge. Then Irresistible Prize. This is handy if I want to get on that objective but I haven't quite got the move. I can move nearly into position and then use that to get me on there. And then Transfixing Stare. Could be helpful to stop one of his guys from being able to get on me early. Probably Skaeth, the centaur guy. Dump that on somebody and then they're just stuck in the backfield for a turn. Then Sorcerer's Flourish. The first one of my ploys to help with my caster. +1 damage when he casts a spell on somebody. Hopefully once he starts zapping people, that'll help up his damage. Next one is 2 steps forward, another manoeuvre one here to help me with my objective grabbing. Push 2 of your guys 1 hex, and then your opponent can push 1 hex. So it's a little bit 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Then some warband specific ones, Blood Taunt, which could be a very nice card. If you move into position, you can use this to then give yourself a guard token, take a wound, but then your next attack you get +2 dice. It's a bit of a random card, there's a lot going on with this one, but it could be very useful. Then Skirmish, play a friendly fighter makes a move, not as part of a charge, and you can make an attack with them, but it has to be a range 3+, so it has to be a shooting attack. Then Vile Invaders, push 2 of your guys, they have to be hunters, up to 2 hexes each. This is a brilliant card, it really gives them some manoeuvrability and speed here, and I will be using that one to grab objectives wherever I can. And the last one, good old Sidestep. Can't go wrong with that. Possibly maybe a bit overkill on the movement ploys. Maybe I should get rid of Sidestep in favour of something else. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. So those are my Gambits, will help me score that glorious glory. And what am I going to spend it on? Well, these are my upgrades. First one is Arcane Focus. Now I took this and I realised after I took it that you have to use an action to gain an innate swirly. maybe not the best upgrade there. Possibly other ones I would have taken instead, but anyway, I've done it now, it's too late. Next was Arcane Savant, +1 wizard level, apply this only to a level 1 wizard. Well, it's unlikely that Grashrak's going to get inspired very quickly, so that'll help give him an extra level of casting without me having to wait for the inspiration. Fameway Crystal next, mostly for objective grabbing, but also possibly to get Grashrak into position. Sudden Growth, once Grashrak is powered up, I don't want him to die, so again, using this one to hopefully keep him alive, possibly use then Fameway to move him around, because his movement will be stunted because of it. Then Well of Power, whilst this fight is inspired, roll an extra dice, so hopefully I can get Arcane Savant first, and then Well of Power afterwards, and I'll be rolling 3 casting dice. Spectral Armour, +1 defense if you've got a dodge, most of them have dodge, so that's a very nice card to have. And Savage Bolt, so this is the one that I really want to get out to get onto Grashrak. It's a cast, it's range 3, it's a spell, so obviously it's whatever his level is, could be up to 3 dice, has knockback on it, and on a critical hit does +1 damage, so it does 1 normally, could be doing 2 damage, plus the knockback could be very nice indeed. Then have Great Fortitude, which is +1 wound. I'll probably put that either on Grashrak, maybe I might put it on Draknar, depending on how things are going. Great Speed next for +1 move, very nice indeed. And Great Strength, I picked it primarily because I love the artwork on the card. It's a Nurgle guy. No, it's a joke. +1 damage to all range 1 and 2 attacks, could be very handy with Draknar. So there we go, that is my deck. What do you guys think about it? I really don't know what I'm doing, I'll be brutally honest with you here. I figure that the spells will help me get Grashrak doing some significant damage at range, hopefully. Most of the objectives should be fairly easy to cast. I've got a lot of movement ploys in there to help me grab objectives, which is going to be one of my biggest scores with the tactical supremacies and the regular supremacy, and Despoilers as well, for an instant surge to glory. I'm just hoping my guys aren't so weak and paper mache made that they fold up at the first sign of some aggro, but we shall see. Let me know in the comments below what objectives or upgrades or ploys I haven't taken that you would, or any that I have taken that you wouldn't. I shall see you soon in the Beastgrave. Bye!